Hello everyone! Today I'm talking about all of my books that are on my TBR shelves. A few of these videos in the past this year, and I was supposed to do an update in June, but then I was like, I just can't film this update because I feel ashamed of myself, but that time's passed. I'm just, I'm okay with my TBR shelf. It is what it is. I've learned to just be content with it and to purge whenever I can. So today I'm going to share with you all of the books that are on my shelves that I have not read yet. What's unique about this video that I haven't done in my past ones are I have categorized them into different genres, and basically I'm going to need help from you guys because with each genre I'm going to ask you guys to recommend, if you've read these, or pick 2 books within each genre that I'm sharing with you. I will let you know how many and I'll say what genres they are. And what I want you to do is pick 2 that you really want me to read or that you really recommend, and basically I'm going to make those a priority. Does that make sense what I'm saying here? Because I have a lot of genres and I want to read all of these books within these genres, but I don't know which one to start with. So I thought, why not ask you guys? So basically, like I said, with every genre I talk about, pick 2, and I'm going to try to read one of those 2. I can't say 2 every genre in a month, like that 12-book TBR for a month. That's not reasonable for me. So I'm going to try to keep it like one genre, and I don't know when I'm going to do that because my October TBR is pretty much set. My September TBR is pretty upset. Maybe November. I think I got some space in November I could work it in. So maybe we'll do it November/December. So either way, we'll see. I figure asking you guys to pick 2 will help me like kind of condense it more and kind of like figure out which ones are moving up higher on my TBR shelf, because all these I am interested in, but I just want to hear your thoughts. So long freaking intro. Let's get into the stats because I love stats and I can't stay consistent. Can't say it. Total, all of the books on my shelves that I have not read yet are 46, which I think is not that bad. I'm pretty okay with that. Like, looking at them all together in a shelf, I'm like, that's a lot. But when 46 is a pretty even number, I would really like to get it down to 30 by the end of the year. I don't know if that's going to happen. And a lot of these are already kind of scheduled to be on my October TBR. You can already tell which ones they are. And so I think a good majority can get read. So out of those 46, we have 25 YA or young adult books. We have 16 adult books. So not that much adult books. I feel like I read adult books faster now, and as soon as they get onto my TBR shelf, I want to pull them out and read them. So that's something, I guess. And let's break down the stats even more. Why not? So out of those 25 YAs, we have 12 fantasy books. I got a lot of YA fantasy books I gotta read. I have 13 YA contemporary books, same story. Out of those 16 adult books, I have 7 mystery thrillers, and I have 9 adult fiction, kind of sporadically. And then also I have 5 middle grade books on my shelf. So all that together equals 46. I hope so. Good Lord. So there's a good chance I could have done the math bad because I'm that bad at math. So let's get into the genres. And remember, keep your comment open. Write down which 2 you want from each genre, or which one you recommend, or which one you really, want to hear my thoughts on, or, you know the drill. Good Lord. YA fantasy, because that's what's closest to me. So I have 12 from my YA fantasy pile. And I haven't been in the best YA fantasy mood. I don't know. I haven't read a lot of really riveting ones this year, so it's kind of turning me away from the genre. But I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on these 12, like which ones you think are the best of the best, which ones you think I will enjoy. So here's the 12. First one, Sea Fire by Natalie C. Parker. This is a new release about like girl pirates. I'm not going to try to explain every book because it'll be here forever. I have Map of Days by Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. This is the 4th book in the series. I kind of don't even want to put this on the list because I haven't even read the 2nd or 3rd book, and I don't have a really strong desire to, but here it is. I have Wild Card by Marie Lu. This is the 2nd book in the Warcross series. This comes out next month. I have Heart of Thorns by Bree Barton. I don't know much about this. The Boneless Mercies by April Genevieve Chicolte. This is a female Beowulf retelling that comes out in October. Very interested in it, but I just don't know. I have Dry by Neil Shusterman and Jared Shusterman. This also comes out in October as well. It's kind of like about a drought. Like it's kind of dystopian-ish, but I figured I'd just put it within the YA fantasy ones. Fox by Nadine Brandes. I don't know much about this one either. Notice the trend? Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. This is about like 2 sisters, I think. I don't know. I think I've heard good things. I don't remember. I have The Bone Witch by Rin Chipeco. I don't know. I've heard really good things about this. I've just heard it's slow, hence why I haven't read it yet. Sorry about the lighting. Last three I have on my YA fantasy. I have Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young, kind of like a Viking tale. I have Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. This is a like Rapunzel, I think, set, or no, it's like Anastasia set in space. I haven't read this yet because number one, it's freaking huge, and I haven't heard the best things about this book. And the last YA fantasy book I have is The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. So 12 YA fantasy books that I have. So like I said, go ahead and tell me which two you think I would enjoy or which two you would recommend. I would love to hear your thoughts because there is a good majority of those that I really am interested in, but I just want to hear your opinion. So, keeping up with the YA trend, let's go into the YA contemporaries I have. First two I want to talk about are really not contemporary, but I just kind of shelved them in there. One's a historical, one's a YA mystery thriller. So get ready for the hate comments because it's The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I know I have not read this yet. I know I hate myself. I say constantly I really want to read it, but I just feel like I will never be emotionally ready for this book. So what I think I'm going to do is just start the audiobook of this either like kind of mid-September and just really space it out for the rest of the year and just audiobook it. If you guys recommend the audiobook, let me know, but I do really want to try to read this book before the end of the year. I know, just don't hate me too much, so there's that one. We also have for the YA mystery thriller, we have Never Would Wake by Marisha Pessl. The actual YA contemporary part, we have My Almost Flawless Tokyo Dream Life by Rachel Kahn. This one comes out in December, so quite a while away. We have The Geography of Lost Things by Jessica Brody. This one comes out in October, I believe. I'm really interested in this one. I have The Atomical Shape of a Heart by Jen Bennett. This is kind of an older YA book. I have another book that comes out in December. Goodness gracious, I did not know, I'm sorry. This is Dear Heartbreak, YA Authors and Teens on the Dark Side of Love. So it's a YA anthology all about heartbreak. I have A Heart in the Body in the World by Deb Coletti, which comes out in September. Very interested in that one. I have Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella, which I was supposed to read for the Booktubeathon, but I didn't. Then I have Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson. I think this is a contemporary. I don't know, it could be a fantasy. Just the way the plot reads, it's kind of like a contemporary book, so I hope I'm doing that. Oh, you know what? This one is definitely a fantasy book. Crap. We're just going to keep it in the contemporary because I've already done organized it. Carry On by Rainbow Row. Yep, still haven't read it. It's supposed to be in the fantasy pile. Also, The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. I'm also thinking about listening to this on audiobook because I keep hearing good things about it. This is also kind of historical, I guess, but falls under the contemporary genre. The last two YA contemporary I have is Your Destination is on the Left by Laura Spieler, and I also have A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Bernard. Those are the 13 YA contemporaries that I have, so again, please put your top two on it. I'm sure Book Thief is gonna be one of those tiers for sure, hands down. Let's move on to the middle grade. I have 5, which is actually a lot for me because I don't read a ton of middle grade, but I think a lot of these, you can probably already guess, are gonna be on my October TBR, so I'm not worried about them. The first one is City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. I'm definitely going to read this in October. I also have Furthermore by Tahara Mafi, and I also have its sequel, Witchwood by Tahara Mafi, a series I am interested in. I think this is a duology, I'm not sure. I also have Scream and Scream Again. This is by R.L. Stine. It's kind of a myriad of stories. Definitely going to read this in October. And lastly, I have Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel. Probably going to read this in October. So there you go for your middle grade. Let me know which top 2 you really want. I'm probably going to read the majority of them in October. And to adult fiction. So these first I'm going to talk about, these are 9 of them, and they are contemporary. They've got some historical ones, but they're not mystery thrillers, so that's how I'm categorizing them. So again, leave your top 2. The first one I have is The Intermission by Alicia Freeland. It's kind of about a married couple that decides to take a, you guess it, intermission. Then I have The Wartime Sisters by Linda Cohen Loigman. This one comes out in January. Holy crap, didn't know that. I don't know anything about it. I'm guessing it's historical. Why not? This one's very intriguing. This one comes out, is it out now? I don't know. It's Another Woman's Husband by Gil Paul. It's like takes place, Princess Diana died, and like it's about the people that are in the car behind her, so very intrigued by it, so I guess historical. Then I also have another one that comes out in October, and this one is The Little Shop of Found Things by Paula Braxton. I don't know anything about this, but I love the cover. I have The Rainwatcher by Tatiana de Rosnay. This one comes out in October as well. Again, beautiful cover. Guess is historical about Paris, I don't know. I have Life on the Leash by Victoria Shade, which comes out in September, got a lot of arcs. Apologies for that. I usually don't have this many arcs. I have Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. Definitely reading this next month. Don't worry about that one. And then I have Billy and Me by Giovanna Fletcher. It's an adult chicklet. And then I also have How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. Kind of just an adult fiction book. So there you go. Those are your, how many I said there was? 9. So please, you know, cast your ballot for the top 2 you think I'd be interested in, or just, you know, think I would want to read. That make any sense? This video could be 100% horrible. I'll figure out. Here we are. We reached the last genre. We have adult mystery thrillers, and I have 7 of these, so yeah, let me know which ones you think I would like. The first one I just got is Pieces of Her by Karen Slaughter. I have not read a Karen Slaughter book yet. Let me know if you think this is a good one to start out with. Oh my gosh, I have a stack of books right here. It's getting very precarious. Then I have Dream Daughter by Diane Chamberlain. This one comes out in October. This is Anonymous by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. They also wrote The Wife Between Us, which I really enjoy. This one does not come out in January, so I'll probably have to save it for then because I don't want to read things too early. I have Sweet Little Lies by Kaz Freer. I have You by Carolyn Kepnes, which I definitely am going to read, especially because Halloween and it's being into a Lifetime movie. I have a historical mystery thriller called The Summer Wives, Beatrice Williams. And the last book I have on my TBR is The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. Those are all the books that are on my shelves that I have not read yet. And here's to hoping. I really hope that I'm trying to keep my TBR pile, like I'd say we're around 30 to 35, I think, but getting new books every single day, either books that I buy or books that are sent to me or book boxes and things like that. So I'm trying to be a little bit pragmatic and thinking like some of these books have been on my TBR for like a good long time. If you guys enjoyed this video, again, please let me know which 2 books from each genre you are very interested in or you think that I would like, and yada yada. I mean, this could be a train wreck, I don't know. But either way, my goal is to just keep like 30 to 35 books on my shelves. I hope you guys enjoyed this an interesting video. I would love to hear your thoughts what books you pick from each category. This could be super lame that I'm asking you to do this, but I hope you don't think it is, because I think it's kind of cool. Either way, goodness, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to leave your ballads, words. Bye.